72 laps to go, at least one more pit stop, as we're about 3 hours and 17 minutes into this race. The Southern 500 since 1950 traditionally run on Labor Day because of a South Carolina blue law that prohibited auto racing on Sunday. So they qualify and practice Friday and Saturday. Sunday there'd be a big parade, and Monday the race.
Those Sundays were hard on the old drivers. Come in here on Monday morning, it was sad looking.
Sundays or Saturday night?
the weekend.
Here's Sprint's inside look at what's happening now inside the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Fastest lap of the race, Jeff Burton. He set it back at lap 241. And the biggest mover, no surprise, Kyle Busch, who started last and is running second.
You know, Mike, you can see those two Toyotas there of Gibbs is sort of pulling away a little bit, but I still believe that the Jeff Gordon car and the 31 car of Jeff Burton, they may have something to say about this race before this thing ends, because they got two good race cars too. There's Coach Gibbs, great guy, love him,
and his son JD, who operates the team.
Feel pretty confident, wouldn't you? You got last night you run first and second, piece of cake. Tonight you're sitting here running first and second. Coach Gibbs said, I got this thing figured out.
But you know what they may have figured out, Darrell, is you talked about the woes of the 48 team since we went to this rear spoiler. This is the 6th race for the spoiler. Yeah, the 48 team has been struggling, but when you think about Joe Gibbs Racing, they've won 3 of the 5, and here in the 6th one, they're sitting there running 1-2 right now with 2 cars.
In other words, you think they like the changes that's been made.
If they don't, it's a surprise they wouldn't like it.
Third place is heated up with Jamie Mack, Jeff Gordon, and Jeff Burton all running about 2 seconds off the lead and running almost the same lap times as Hamlin and Busch, but not quite.
Jamie just pulled down and let those 2 cars, or the 24 and the 31, he let them go. They a little quicker than he was.
7th place battle. Kurt Busch trying to take the spot from Montoya. And here comes Vickers. Boy, he's been persistent tonight.
He has. He's had a good car. He stayed in the top 10 most all night. Done a nice job.
Whoa, these guys are going at it hard. Montoya in the 42 and Kurt Busch in the 2.
That's 2 rocks right there.
Here.
Whose spotter was that? Should have been all 3 of them, right?
All 4 of them.
Yes. That was Montoya's spotter, and Montoya bounced off the wall.
Okay, led the 83. You're fine.
Ryan Newman in the 39, part of that 4-car battle for 7.
And remember, Montoya needs points. He's got to make up a lot of points if he's going to try to get back in the chase. He's had 2 good weekends. Don't mess it up tonight.
At the moment, 18th in the standings. Right where he came in.
You know, Mike, if you go back to our FedEx Understanding the Race, the numbers say we don't normally get that late race caution here at Darlington. And if we stay green, all of these cars will have to make a green flag stop somewhere around 20 laps to go.
Right now is when you got to have it in your mind. Race the track. Race the track. Don't make a mistake.
Darrell, the crews are hot. They've had it was 90 degrees during the day here. The drivers have been in these cars now for 3 hours and 20 minutes. What's the wear down factor on the driver?
You're right on the verge of exhausted when you get out of this race car. Your head hurts, your eyes burn, your back hurts, your neck's a little stiff. You're right on the edge right here of fatigue right at this point in the race. You've been out here a long time. You're hot, you're tired, you're dehydrated. It's a tough night's work, boys.
And those crews, they've made a lot of pit stops, and they know the next one may be the final and the most important.
64 laps to go. Joey Logano's made a pit stop. Paul Menard, now Dale Jr. is in. Up front, Jeff Burton goes back to the lead around the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Meanwhile, Jeff Gordon made a mistake. He was trying to get onto pit road. Tony Stewart made a late entry in, and Gordon could not make the commit cone. So he lost a lot of time, had to come all the way around, and now comes on pit road. And caution waves.
Caution's out. Got a car spun off turn 2.
When we've got a bunch of our lead lap cars on pit road, I think they'll just keep going, and they should be able to stay on the lead lap. Looks like Mark Martin in the 5, he's going to go ahead and try to get his 2 tires.
Same with David Rudiman, who made his pit stop Everybody else just cycles through. And it'll take a minute to sort this one out as caution is out for the 11th time tonight.
Now, if these guys like Mark Martin in the 5, if they win the battle to the end of pit road, they would have done their pit stop, and they'll be golden right here.
This will take a little sorting out. And Jeff Gordon, a lap ago, tried to get onto pit road. Tony Stewart was ducking in. Gordon couldn't make it to the commit cone, and he had slowed down almost to pit road speed. He had to zip around the track again to come into pit road, and he's lost a lot of track position as a result.
I think the 24's got to be at least 1 lap down, doesn't he, Larry? And that would maybe keep him from going 2.
Now he goes around the caution car here and will await a ruling.
He may not have. He may be on the lead lap.
If he did not stop in his pits that time, he should be in good shape.
Got it.
Right.
Got it.
He went down pit road, did not stop.
But he missed. But he slowed down.
Right.
So he missed pit road on his first attempt.
Right. Stayed
so he
on
had to
track.
go all the way around. So it's going to be hard for him to stay on the lead lap.
Then the caution comes out.
I don't see how he can be.
And he shoots down pit road before the leader comes around, and the caution car picks him up.
But that would have been all right on his first try. But he was on his second try.
But the first try he didn't come down pit road. He stayed out on the racetrack.
And he was close enough to the leaders that he should not, he didn't lose all that much time.
Somebody help me.
Working on it. Jeff Burton is the leader. Denny Hamlin, Kyle and Kurt Busch, and Jamie McMurray are the front 5. There are 13 cars on the lead lap, including Jeff Gordon, who will be the last car on the lead lap.
All right, this is why the caution came out right here.
6 off of 2. You'll be clear behind him. Off the wall now.
Joey Logano just had left pit road and was trying to blend in and just lost it.
Come on. Caution's out.
And that's what brought the caution.
You know who's going to be in really good shape? I think the 5.
The 5 car.
You know how he won this race last year?
By being out front.
A late pit stop got him out front.
All right, we have the explanation from NASCAR as to Jeff Gordon. We'll give it to you after the pit stops. Dick Bergman.
And Kyle Busch is pitting. He's going to take just 2 tires on the car and a minor chassis adjustment to try to tighten it up. Krista.
Jeff Burton told his boys, make it a good one. He has a trump card. They're the defending winners of the Pit Crew Challenge. They won the money then. Can they be money now? Right side tires, Matt.
The Blue Deuce wants right side tires only. Says leave the car alone chassis-wise. Steve.
Denny Hamlin to pit road. They debated 2 or 4. Denny said 2 will guarantee me track position. Mike Hicks and Jonathan Sherman changed the tire.
I think the 31 car is going to have to come back to pit road. He ran over the air hose on pit out.
Matt's in front of Jeff Gordon.
And Jeff Gordon is in. Now they are going to go 4 sticker tires. Actually going scuff tires. 4 scuff tires for the 24.
Now,
no changes.
Here's the explanation from NASCAR on Jeff Gordon's position. When the caution waved, Gordon had to beat the race leader to the start-finish line. And did. You see, Gordon is past the start-finish line when that caution comes out.
This is Hamlin, right? That's Hamlin in the 31,
Burton and Hamlin.
Right over here.
So since Gordon, who is right there on pit road, got to the start-finish line before Burton and Hamlin, he is on the lead lap. The pace car picks up the leader down in turn number 1, and they cycle Gordon around. So he remains on the lead lap, and Darrell, you are correct. Jeff Burton now comes in to serve his penalty.
Yeah, you'll see here that the guy has trouble on the right front, and Jeff takes off on the drop of the jack, and demoralizing right here. You can't do that. You can't run over the air hose.
The tire changer has to bring that air wrench and hose back around to the other side of the car before the car leaves, or there is a penalty.
So they're going to go ahead and just put left side tires on there. They're pretty much, it's nothing lost by doing it.
Except all that track position, Larry, because right now we have 18 cars on the lead lap.
The 2 best cars at that point were the 24 and the 31, and they're both going to be at the tail end of the lead lap.
Carl Edwards is the free pass car on this, the 11th caution flag of the night.
Darrell, here's what I think happened with the 5-car Mark Martin. You see him, that lime green car there, about the 3rd car behind. Right now, he is on the tail end of the lead lap. Our leader, Denny Hamlin, is well back in the field. What you're going to see, since they've got enough fuel and fresh right side tires, you will see probably all these cars, including Greg Biffle in the 16 car, who had also pitted, they're going to take the wave around. Denny Hamlin in the 11 is the leader of the race right now.